What's up guys, welcome back. So that video was obviously AI generated, but that's what these MAGA voters look like now, that they're all over the place crying about regretting their votes. When I saw it, I just knew that I needed to show you guys because it was really funny. Anyways, let's watch some of these clips and we'll come back and talk some more.
Seeing people regret voting for Trump is so annoying to me. I thought it was going to be kind of satisfying because it's like, I told you so, we all told you, but it's infuriating. Because we did tell you, we've been telling you, you had him for 4 years, you didn't realize that it was probably not a good decision. He told you exactly what he was going to do. Professionals said, hey, this isn't going to be good. This is going to negatively impact you. And y'all didn't listen, you still voted for him. We had so many celebrities, so many influencers out here saying, hey, vote for Trump, da-da-da-da. And now they're all backpedaling. And it's only because it's affecting you now? You didn't care that all these other minorities were being affected, but now that it's affecting you, now you care. Well, lucky for you, we're all just screwed now. So, that's great.
If you support ICE, Jesus thinks you're an asshole. If you support putting immigrants in concentration camps, God is not on your side. And if you knowingly worship a false idol, you are going to hell. Hope this helps clear it up for some of y'all.
So you guys are finally waking up, huh? You know, you skipped all the fucking cutscenes that would have told you that maybe Trump's not a good guy. Really? Trump's a bad guy? He was best friends with Epstein and he also said this?
Well, you could also say, as the owner of the pageant, it's your obligation to do that.
So you have done that. Now,
I'll tell you the funniest is that I'll go backstage before a show.
Yes.
And everyone's getting dressed and ready and everything else. And, no men are anywhere. And I'm allowed to go in because I'm the owner of the pageant, and therefore I'm inspecting it. I'm inspecting. Right, I want to make sure that
you're like
everything is good.
You're there.
Yeah, the dress. Is everyone okay? They're standing there with no clothes. Is everybody okay? And you see these incredible-looking women, and so I sort of get away with things like that.
Wow! There's no... I didn't know. I did not know that he was a weird bad guy.
Watch this huge MAGA fan realize over time that Donald Trump's big ugly bill actually hurts him and his family. This was him before the bill got signed into law.
I bet y'all don't think Donald Trump's a liar now. No taxes on tips, overtime, and Social Security passed the House today with flying colors in effect after December 31st, 2025. And y'all said he wouldn't do it, but he did the shit in 5 months.
But after he actually read the bill and realized that Donald Trump is not only breaking a bunch of his promises, but hurting the American people as well, his tune changed a little bit. Take a look at him now.
You know why we voted for Donald Trump? Because the middle-class man finally thought he was going to get ahead in life. You said no taxes on overtime. Big, bold, beautiful letters. We thought, hell yeah, why would we not vote for that? Then you turn around and pass the bill and it's a crock of shit. It's a tax credit for the people that make a certain amount of money. Of course, when you put it in big, bold, beautiful letters, it looks great. We're going to vote for you. And you knew what you were doing. You were baiting people in, saying no taxes on overtime. You didn't give no fucking details. Your details that we read ain't worth a flying fuck.
Yeah, once again, another Trump supporter in the finding out phase of their support for Donald Trump. They thought he was going to make the country better, for some reason supported him, and now they're realizing that, wow, Donald Trump doesn't actually care about any hardworking person out there. He cares about himself and his billionaire buddies. So once again, MAGA, you got played, just like that guy.
So people are realizing that the promises that they voted for, like cheaper gas, better jobs, lower taxes, and transparency, were just empty words. And now with groceries going up, farm workers gone, and businesses closing, even the loyal ones are saying, this is not what I voted for. But it is though. That's the crazy thing. That's what you voted for. Trump literally said he was going to do all these things, and they all acted like they didn't understand what he was saying. Like, he said something and they were understanding something different, because he literally said he was going to do all these things. And even the things that he didn't say he was going to do, everybody else knew that he was going to do them. Like, people literally came and said, he gave a plan of what he wanted to do, and people who were professionals were able to say, okay, he wants to do this, but this isn't going to work out the way he thinks it's going to work out. And they literally warned against voting for Trump because they knew that his plans weren't going to work out the way he thought they were going to work out. The tariffs, the taxes, right? They literally told you, they were warned. The MAGA people who voted for Trump, they were warned, but they never listened. And now they're saying, oh, I didn't know he was gonna do. Baby, you knew, because they told you. You were told, you heard, but you didn't listen. So now that you're in this position, you're crying about it, and you're in so much regret. You want people to comfort you, saying, okay, yeah, we forgive you, you obviously didn't know. And what do you expect people to say to you now? The people who warned you not to vote for him, what do you expect them to say to you now?
Listen up, because I'm only going to say this once, and I'm only going to say it one time. To the people who didn't vote for this shit, thank you. Thank you for having a competent brain. Thank you for having some sense from somewhere. Thank you so much. I don't care if you're white. I don't care if you're black. I don't care if you're Latina, Asian. Thank you for the people who had enough brains to not vote for this shit. Now, to the people who did vote for this, and they're talking about they regretting their votes and stuff like that, and this is not what they asked for, I tell you with the most passionate way I can say it, shut up, bitch. Shut up. We don't want to hear it, because we have been telling y'all for 10 years about what this man was all about, and y'all still voted for this shit. And now this bill is about to be law. The big beautiful bill is going to be law. And it's all your fault. You had a hand in this. So when your auntie and me, ma, and paw and auntie and all them folks that depend on Medicaid, when that shit gets ripped from them and they call you telling you, oh, our Medicaid got ripped, I want you to stand there and just don't say nothing. Don't say I'm sorry. Don't say this, that, and third, because you asked for this. You begged for this, actually. And to the Hispanics, the Latinos and Latinas who voted for this shit, we don't want to hear it, because we expected this from white folks. But the fact that you people really voted for this, knowing how this man feels about you, is ridiculous. This man has been telling y'all for 10 years he don't like y'all. This man literally talked about building a wall to keep y'all race out of here. And somehow y'all still voted for this man. Now your people is getting snatched up off the streets. And some of y'all got the nerve and the audacity to ask where black people at, when y'all people are the reason we are in this shit in the first place, bro. Make that make sense to me. Make that make sense. Some of y'all people were responsible, had a hand in all this shit, and y'all looking for black folks to save y'all ass when we've been telling y'all for decades, don't put this man in office. So I want to say this, save your apologies. We don't want to hear it. We don't want to hear it. Stand there and suffer, because this is what you asked for, and you ask and you shall receive. And to some of you white folks that sit up here talking about, oh, I regret my vote. No, you're not. You're regretting it because now it's about to affect your way of living now. And now you're going to stand there and take it. You're going to stand there and you're going to take it and you're going to accept it. Because honestly, I'm going to be so real with you. My fucks to give is on par with y'all fucks to give when y'all decide to put that man back in office. My fucks to give is on par with y'all fucks to give when y'all sat there and embellished and innocent people getting snatched up off the streets like dogs. So therefore, you get what you deserve. I don't feel bad for y'all in the slightest bit. You get what you deserve, because what you put into this world, you're gonna get back tenfold, and you're gonna get this back tenfold in the worst possible way fashion, and it's what you deserve. I'm an empathetic man, but I have no empathy for people like y'all, because y'all already sat here, beat the table to put this man in office, and now that he's in office and the handcuffs are off and there's no restraints or restrictions that can keep him from doing whatever he wants, the entire country is going to suffer for it. And it is y'all fault. So we want to hear your apologies. Please say them apologies. We don't want to hear it, none of it. We don't. This is what you wanted. This is what you're gonna get. Now I want to talk to the Democrats real quick. Whoever the next president, because most likely it's going to be a Democrat, don't let this get swept under the rug. You cannot let this get swept under the rug. You can't. Because for years we have done this. Every time a Republican fuck shit up, the Democrats is up to clean up the mess, and then a Republican president is going to blame the Democrats for all the mess the Republican made, and it's so on and so forth. We can't do it this time. We cannot do it this time. What this man is about to do is unprecedented. It should never ever even been a possibility. So you need to beat the table every single day of your life. This is all Trump's and MAGA supporters' fault. This is all Trump's and MAGA supporters' fault. This is all Trump MAGA every day for the rest of your days. To remind the American people that this was all by MAGA supporters and Trump. Why do I say that? Because the best chance we can have of never having to experience this again, the better this country will be. We cannot let this get swept under the rug. You have to remind them. You have to beat the table every day until the table breaks, and then beat the broken table, because this is inhumane. The amount of people who are going to suffer because of this is inhumane. And the fact that you bitch ass people really voted for this dumb shit is inhumane. But you know what? Karma got everybody's address, and she's gonna come for y'all. Because you did this out of spite, you did this out of hatred, and now you're gonna get it back tenfold. And when your people pays the piper for it, or you pay the piper for it, and there's nothing we can do about it now, just know it's your fault. You allowed this shit to happen. You did. And now we are about to pay for this. And the top 1% is gonna continue to profit off of us. Because you ignorant, stupid, non-educated motherfuckers really sat up here and let this maniac take over in office. That's why I've said I can't even blame Trump, because he played the game. He played on y'all stupid ass emotions. He played on y'all racism. He played on y'all ignorance. And now everybody is about to feel it. Everybody's about to feel it. And it is your fault. So save your fucking apologies for somebody who wants to hear it. It's too little, too late. Too little, too late. You had every opportunity to not vote this man in office. You had every opportunity. But your ignorance couldn't allow it. We told you in 2016, can't have the woman in there because of emails. We warned you about the black woman. Oh, she got a weird laugh. Now you're about to suffer. You're about to take the full brunt of this. And when your people suffers on the backhand, I want you to look those people in the eye and don't even apologize and say, this is my fault, because y'all hands are just as much on this as anybody else. And it's all your fucking fault. Talk about I regret my vote. I apologize. Fuck your apology, bitch. Fuck your apology. This wouldn't even have to be a possibility if y'all just did the right thing.
I
I'm voting for Trump because he's going to implement tariffs and make China pay for them. All right, Google, what are tariffs? Tariffs are a tax on imported goods. The cost is passed on to the consumer. I don't need cheaper products. I just want cheaper gas. The tariffs Trump is threatening Canada with might increase the price of gas. You know what? I don't need cheaper gas either. I'm not voting for Kamala. She's gonna start World War III. Trump wants to make Canada the 51st state, and he wants to invade Mexico and Greenland and take back the Panama Canal. You know, a little bloodshed to expand the empire is a worthy sacrifice. I'm voting for Trump for cheaper groceries. I don't care that Trump said that he probably can't lower the price of groceries. I don't want lower price groceries. I just want a better quality of life as a working class citizen. Trump said he was going to dismantle the National Labor Relations Board. Well, I don't need to be in a union anymore. That's fine. I don't need workers' rights. I will probably have to go back onto the Affordable Care Act for my health care, though. Trump said he wanted to get rid of the Affordable Care Act. Well, I don't need health care either. That's for libtard sissies.
I hear what you guys are saying about the whole don't shame MAGA back to the far right. Like, all of these people are waking up and we need to welcome them with open arms because we don't want the left to ostracize them so that they feel like all they have is the right. And then we just like repeat the cycles and we push them further and further away. I hear what you're saying. And it does make sense logically. Like, oh, we should resist the urge to say, I told you so. Oh, we shouldn't shame them for not knowing any better. We need to all come together now because it's not right versus left. It's up versus down and all that kumbaya bullshit. Okay. I get it. I am not one of those people. Because two things can be true at the same time. We can applaud the return of the prodigal son while also holding that ass to the fire. After the Civil War ended, Northern white people and the government in general didn't stand on business hard enough. And that's why we have MAGA today. Let's be clear about that. All of those fucking Confederates that should have been executed the day they decided to become traitors against the United States of America, the day they decided to lay down their lives and give their last breath in defense of slavery, they all should have been, I don't know if you can see my hand. Let me do it again. You know what I'm saying? They all should have got a musket to the face. And because they didn't, because we took it easy on them, because we chose to prioritize their humanity while they ravaged other people's humanity, that Confederate mindset, that delusional, completely detached from reality, hateful, violent, traitorous, animalistic mindset has been allowed to seep through the annals of American history like the virus that it is. And now what we have today is a large portion of the population that is still fully accepting of sicknesses, sicknesses to humanity, cancerous beliefs that eat away at not only their humanity, not only do these people's beliefs corrode their own soul, they corrupt the soul of others and the collective soul of humanity. Because let's be clear about what the fuck these people have done over centuries. They have weaponized that holy book that they call a Bible and beat people over the heads with it until their brains were bashed in. Like, to be clear, racism is the reason why we don't have universal health care. Hatred against women is the reason why we don't have affordable daycare or federally mandated paid maternity, paternity, and leave or parental leave. To be clear, these people's hateful, divisive, corrosive, cancerous values and belief systems are the reasons why America is severely lacking in all of the tools and resources that make those fucking Europeans, those smelly as no AC having Europeans, have a better quality of life than we do. I don't know why Europeans just caught strays. I'm just mad. And it's okay to be mad, is what I'm trying to say. I fully understand that there are a lot of people in this world that are born into darkness. It's as simple as that. I was born into the light. Can't relate. There are a lot of people in this world. When I say darkness, I mean darkness on all levels. And that doesn't necessarily indicate abuse, because darkness can mean darkness of the intellect, ignorance. Darkness of the spirit, spiritual confusion. People who are spiritually confused believe that the Christian thing to do is send Mexicans and Guatemalans and other Latinos to Alligator Alcatraz and to bomb Gaza. Because in their spiritual confusion, they believe that they're the good guys in all of this. In their spiritual confusion, they have no media literacy because they can't see straight. And they think that Superman is coming for them now. They think that the movie Superman is coming for them now. I understand how soul deep, how DNA deep this shit goes, and that people don't have a choice what they are born into, but they do have a choice of who they become as an adult. I do not buy into all of that. Oh, well, they were raised this way, so they don't know any better. Fuck all that. Fuck all that. We were all raised in certain ways that we have deep and undone in adulthood. What I'm not about to do, and what I do not encourage you to do, is coddle these. I'm trying to figure out a way to say it that doesn't get this video taken down and doesn't come across as bullying the less intelligent among us. Because I'm really, actually not that nice of a person. But I'm trying to be, because the algorithm likes niceness. So let's think about this before I speak. These people, most of them, have dedicated their lives to making the rest of us uncomfortable, to trying to strip away people's rights, to excluding people who look different from them or worship different from them or dress different from them or believe different from them from what they perceive as the light and the love. Their entire belief system is based on exclusion and righteous vengeance, righteous anger, righteous grievance, righteous everything, because they put the name of Jesus in everything. Those blasphemous motherfuckers. Their entire raison d'etre is making people they don't like uncomfortable. They voted for Trump to own the libs. They talk about Trump at family dinner when you beg them not to make you uncomfortable. What I am not about to do, and what I do not encourage anybody to do, is to spare them the discomfort of their choices or try to save them from the mental and emotional fallout that is the consequences of their actions. Don't take that away from them. That is not yours to take. Their discomfort, this cognitive dissonance that is now starting to send all these people spiraling into, is everything I believed a lie? Yes. Everything you believed is a lie. Yeah, you fucked up big time. You fucked up big time. Do not save them from the discomfort and the earth-shattering ego death that causes. It is not our fucking job to keep coddling white people. That's what I'm trying to say. They don't need to be coddled. They need a kick in the ass. And God damn it, I gotta give it to him. Because for better or for worse, Trump was the only one that was going to be able to give them the kick in the ass they need to make sure that this doesn't happen again. All of this Confederate-rooted hatred, greed, and bigotry and shit, stomp it out. Don't let it happen again.
So some of these MAGA voters are saying that they voted for Trump just to see the Epstein files released, and that hasn't happened either, right? Instead, they're left with frustration, skyrocketing costs, and broken promises, which is really sad. Anyways, credit to all the creators featured in this video, and thank you for tapping in when you saw this video. Thank you so much. I do not take it for granted. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I want to know, do you think that these MAGA voters are done for good, or do you think that they will still find more excuses to follow Trump? Please let me know your thoughts in the comments, and I'll see you on my next one.
Lloyd, what's the message?
Jesus died on that cross so we could live, and this is not living.
Amen. I respect that.